opening night. Comrade General Secretary, Comrade Candidates, MP, Councillors, all the comrades on the platform, Comrade Bobby Pickersgill, Chairman for Life, big up yourself. All of the comrades, workers and warriors, supporters who are here in Santa Cruz this evening. The word is love every time. Comrades, it is a pleasure to be in the great parish of St. Elizabeth today. This is a parish that is known as the breadbasket of the country. This is a parish that is known for its productivity, in agriculture in particular. Of course, we know about Alpat, and we know about all the other businesses that are here. But agriculture is the thing that makes this parish particularly famous across Jamaica, because you feed us all over. And when I hear the tribulations being faced by the farmers of St. Elizabeth, the fact that production is suffering, whether it be melon, whether it be peanut, whether it be scallion, whether it be marijuana, because you know we are trying to build a proper medical marijuana industry in this country. I know that this mission that we are on is important. It's not important for anybody's ego. It's not important because anybody wants to turn leader. It is important because the people of Jamaica need a caring government, a good government to look after the interests of the people and to move the country forward in a positive direction. I've heard a description of the plight of the farmers. I've heard the need to create a tourism industry that takes into account a compound and the traditions and culture of the Maroons. The need for agro-processing to give people a chance to create wealth out of farming. We recognize that the economy of this country is not seated properly because we are too dependent on a few industries which are vulnerable to external shocks and other problems. Agriculture must become a mainstay of the economy. The People's National Party believes in rural development, and agriculture is the mainstay of the economy for rural development. We're talking about proper irrigation, focusing on farm roads, assisting the farmers with the necessary inputs, especially when they are struggling with high prices. We're talking about helping farmers to market their produce in Jamaica and abroad. We need a positive policy, a progressive policy that will take agriculture back and in fact take it to the next level. That is what we are committed to. Comrades, the education system is failing the country. The statistics show that over 30% of our children are leaving primary school without being able to read and write. We cannot develop our country like that. We cannot achieve our Vision 2030 commitments and targets unless we solve that issue. That is why the People's National Party, when we form government, will be focusing on early childhood development and primary school, raising the standard across the board. We want Jamaica to have the best system of early childhood development and primary school education in this hemisphere. We know that we're going to have a special remedial program for those who have already fallen behind in secondary school. And we need a national program to focus on the youths at risk, the ones who have left school with nothing to show for it, the ones who are being allured into life of crime and badness, and it's creating havoc in the society. We need to deal with those youths and give them another chance in life. We need to give them training. We need to give them mentorship. We need to give them guidance and life skills, financial literacy, and readiness for work, so we can move them off the path to destruction and back onto the path of productive citizenship. There is no way we can move forward unless we solve the social causes and the economic causes of violent crime in the country. And we must support the police force. We must ensure that there are sufficient police officers to do the work. We must ensure that they are properly looked after so they feel respected, loved and cared, because they put themselves in danger to protect and serve the people. We must make sure that the legislation is in place so that we have the tools to tackle the real issues of crime and violence. The state of emergency tactic of this government has failed. We have challenges in court because we do not believe it is in accordance with the Constitution to be using the state of emergency like it's a curfew, a policing tool. Since 2017, we have had over 20 states of emergency in the country. Before that, we had one in 2010, and before that 1976, and I believe there was a small one in the 1960s, because the state of emergency is the last resort in the Constitution to protect the state from some version and the democratic order from being overthrown. It is not a policing tool, and that is why we've taken that matter to court. But we are serious about crime and violence. We are serious about real programs and policies that can make a difference in that area. When we were last in government, the murder rate was 25% below what it has been since the Labour Party came into office. Andrew Holness has failed to make the people safe. We cannot sleep with our windows and doors open. We are in fear, living in fear. Every week is another multiple murder, more youth being killed, more women being killed. David, we cannot go on like this. So comrades, the next People's National Party government is going to be focusing on the things that can really transform Jamaica and take the country forward. The Minister of Finance is focused on making credit rating agencies happy so that we can get upgrades. That's fine, and we've been doing that for 10 years now. But the country is not on the right track. We're a low-wage, low-tech, low-growth economy. So many of our workers are struggling because they're not earning a livable wage. We need to invest in training so that we can train our people to do the kind of work that can generate good income for them and their families and move to a more prosperous Jamaica. We are committed to that. We want to work with the private sector and the state sector when it comes to training. So we're training our people in relevant skills, readying them for the jobs of today and tomorrow, not the jobs of 30 years ago. The People's National Party government is going to be focusing on the things that can transform Jamaica, take us out of this low growth, low wage, low tech trap that we are in and have been for so long, and moving us up the curve to a richer, wealthier, more prosperous, happier, safer, more loving, more compassionate, more equal, better society for one and all. That is what we are for. That is what we are about. But, comrades and friends, in order to do those things, we have to do some serious political work. Now, we have been moving around the country, and there is no doubt that the supporters of the People's National Party are energized. They are ready to go. They want to see change. They want to see the People's National Party back in government. We cannot take that for granted, comrades. And I say to each and every one here in St. Elizabeth, all of our councillors, any different issues that may have been matters of difference in the past, it's time to put down those things. It is time to work together as one team. I want to hear that we are a team in the St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation. we have some excellent candidates. We have some young and talented candidates. Brilliant candidates. 2 female, 2 male. We're fully gender balanced in St. Elizabeth. And I'm proud of that. So comrades, what I say to you is this. It is not going to be easy to win the next election. The Jamaican Labour Party are not just to give it up so. They're going to do everything they can, and we know how they operate. The Jamaican people are going to have to be resolute in their commitment to a better Jamaica. They're better not sell out the vote. They must do the right thing for themselves and their children and their grandchildren. But it is for us to go out there and take our message to them so they understand the importance of voting for the People's National Party in the next general election. And that is why I'm appealing to each and every one of you here, inside and outside. Let us work together. Take the message of our party. It is a message of hope. It is a message of understanding the issues. It is a message of commitment to solving the problems of the country, to make life better for each and every one, especially the ordinary Jamaican who is suffering with these high prices, with a government that has not pushed on the crisis, with an education system that is failing the children, with a problem of crime and violence that has us living in fear, with a health system that is not treating the people with dignity, where people have to go to public hospitals and wait on benches and on chairs and on the floor for hours and hours and days before they can get a bed, and many of them don't survive it and die right there because of the lack of care and attention. And look at Cornwall Regional Hospital. It is a disgrace what they have done there. Years and years that project has been underway. The budget has gone up by billions and billions and billions, and nobody has been held accountable for it. The minister doesn't accept his own responsibility for it. The buck doesn't stop with him, when of course it must. The people of Jamaica want an accountable government. They want a government that believes in transparency. They want a government that believes in integrity. We have 6 people under investigation, we are told. 6 members of parliament for illicit enrichment. Who are they? Why can't they reveal themselves? Why can't their party leader reveal who they are to the people of Jamaica? It is not a good look. We have a prime minister for 2 years now. His integrity filing, his declaration, his assets, liabilities and income can't be certified 2 years in a row. I don't hear the cleaner saying anything about it. I don't hear the observer saying anything about it. Why is that? It's a serious issue. It is not a good look. Our international partners can't be happy with it. Investors can't be happy with it either. We need a prime minister who everybody has confidence in, because their filings are up to date and have been certified. We need a government of integrity that ensures that the resources of the people are spent on the people and only for the people. That is not, we don't use it to fat the pockets of cronies and politically connected persons. This is why so many people are turned off of politics, because they don't believe that we are acting honestly and truthfully when we talk. That is why it is important for the People's National Party to stand by principle and to do the right thing by the people. We are not here to line our pockets. We are not here to get result of politics. We are here to serve the people of Jamaica. Clean hands, clean hands.
This is what you got to fight for. So you must come.
And comrades, we have a situation where there was a vote in the UN, a vote that was calling for a humanitarian pause in the hostilities because the people of Palestine are suffering in a wicked, wicked way. And that is not to say what Hamas did do in Israel. We don't support it. We condemn it to the utmost. But 2 wrongs don't make a right. And over 3,000 children have died in Palestine because of the bombing and the blockade and the withholding of basic necessities of life from the people. And the Jamaican government refused to vote on that in accordance with what CARICOM had decided to do, and with the vast majority of countries in the world, to say to the Israelis and others, time come to pause this thing. and give these people a chance to live. The citizens, the civilians in Gaza, they must not be punished for what Hamas did. And I say it is a disgrace. And Comrade Lisa has called for the resignation of the Minister of Foreign Affairs for what has happened in this instance and many things before. And I say, time come for that too. So comrades, we are living in dangerous times. We're living in difficult times. We're living in times where if we don't do the right thing, we can lose our democratic identity. We can lose the traditions of good governance that Jamaica has tried to uphold. We are facing a government that is prepared to tamper with the Constitution, remove the rights or reduce the rights of the people, that does not believe in accountability. They haven't signed the Leadership Code of Conduct of the Integrity Commission. Every one of our parliamentarians has signed the Leadership Code of Conduct of the Integrity Commission. And I was the first one to sign it. So comrades, we are on a mission. Our mission must be to save Jamaica, to save the society from further mismanagement, from further corruption in government, and to give the people of this country belief again that government can be for the people, and the people can come out of this mire of high levels of violent crime and poverty and poor education and poor health care, and we can do the right thing by the people to lift the people to another level, a better level, a higher level. Comrades, the work is ahead of us. Please commit yourself to that work. Commit yourself to doing party's work, spreading the message, so that when the time comes, we are assured of victory, of victory, of victory, of victory.
Yo, this is what you got to do. A new time has come.
Not your function. The work is done. Not just the one.
Yeah, check it. Here we are, the big one's trolling. I'm going. Yeah.
Your constituency candidate in the next general election, I bring to you, Comrade Mugabe Kilimanjaro. He's also the candidate for the Ipswich division, of which he is councillor. I bring to you from the Newmarket division, Comrade Christopher Russell. I bring to you your Punanunos constituency candidate for Southwest St. Elizabeth, Comrade Miranda. I bring to you the division of Black River, Comrade Dwight Salmon. I bring to you for the division of Pedro Plains, Comrade Jerry Cole. I bring to you for the Mountainside division, Comrade Bernard Bennett. And I bring to you for the Brampton division, Comrade O'Neill Buchanan. I move now to the constituency of Southeast St. Elizabeth, and I bring to you for the constituency candidate, Comrade Ian Stevenson. I bring to you for the Southeast division, Comrade Roy Wade. I bring to you for the Malvern division, Comrade Peter Powell. I bring to you for the Junction division, Comrade Kevin Gale. And I bring to you for the Milesville division, Councillor Layton Smith. I move now to Northeast St. Elizabeth.